I made 30 videos in 30 days. And to be honest with you, it was one of the best things I've ever done. But I also made 5 mistakes that actually helped me improve faster. If you're starting your own video journey, these lessons could save you a lot of stress and make the process a lot more enjoyable. I didn't get everything right, and that's why I grew so much. Each mistake taught me something I wouldn't have learned otherwise. Now just bear with me, I've got a list of my mistakes. Right, so my first mistake that I made was when looking at the camera, I had a great technique of the wandering eye. So like looking over and not looking directly at you at the camera lens when speaking to the camera. So to correct this, each video I had to make a conscious effort to look straight at the lens and keep it locked when and where necessary. So that was one of the mistakes that I corrected in the end. The second mistake, oh yes, in 1 or 2 of my videos, the lighting wasn't great. So when I'm in a controlled environment, what I try to do now is to keep the lighting consistent where I can. So the same lighting levels. So when I switch everything on, everything should be the same from video to video. That was mistake number 2. Mistake 3, yes, was when I put music in some of my videos, I found that sometimes the background music was too loud. Not so loud that you couldn't hear me speaking, but too loud. It was too much in your face, basically. And so that was something I had to be careful of and work on when I was making my videos. I got there in the end though. Right, so mistake number 4. Yes, so one of my videos, I was doing screen sharing to demonstrate some of the apps that I use. When looking back at that video, I found that the actual image of my screen share was really small for the viewer to see. So what I should have done was actually zoom into certain areas of the screen to make it easier for the viewer to see. So that's how I would correct it in the future. Just basically zoom in so it can be seen more clearly. Mistake number 5 is kind of linked to mistake number 4. In that video, right at the end, I was talking about apps that were like a Netflix, so loads of apps under one umbrella, but I didn't mention that it's only for Mac devices and iOS devices until the end of the video. I mean, if I had said that at the beginning and you were a Windows user, you could have just clicked off straight away. Yeah, so, and the last point, which is mistake number 6, is in my last video, my 30th video, I need to remember key points, like the key bullet points, very important points. The point that I missed in my video was I made 30 videos in 30 days. Wait, I actually made 46 videos in 30 days. I made the damn videos as a punchline, a tag at the end, which I didn't do. I missed. Knowing the script thoroughly inside and out is the lesson I've taken from that, you know. So in order to not to miss key important points of the video, because, you know, for example, I was out in the field and then when I got back to edit, and then I realized that I'd forgotten to do that. You know, now when I'm editing, it was later on in the day, so it was dark. I wasn't even in the area. So yeah, just to make sure, maybe have a checklist when you're in the field to make sure you've hit certain points in the video that you need to hit. is also a lesson. Making mistakes is not failing, it's learning. And that's the real win. Every video you post is progress. And every time you do it, the better you'll become. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.